Morning everyone, good morning, Monday morning. As you can see, I'm not in the yard. I did work yesterday, Sunday. I didn't film it. I was literally going to Wilmslow and doing a drop there, sitting there for 4 hours and then coming to park up. So I am currently in Ardenshaw, just off the, you could probably hear the traffic noise. I am just off the M60 Manchester Ring Road, which is the only complete circular motorway in the UK. Some of you are going to say the M25, but it officially becomes the A282 over the river crossing, so it's not one continuous motorway, whereas the M60 is one continuous motorway all the way around. So, if you don't believe me, watch John over at Auto Shenanigans and he'll tell you all about it. So we're going to start doing our walk round check, and I'm going to answer a couple of questions I've been posted on our airlines over here in Europe compared to North America. So first things first, let's do our walk round check. So let's bring you along. Right, I'm going to turn around, so you're not going to see me, but you're going to hear me. So now I always start driver's side. So let's flip it round. So I've got my keys. So let's do our light check. Let's get that in operation. There we go. So I'm looking at the front corner, up, down, checking my lights. As you can see, they all do light things. Good. Wing mirrors intact. Checking my tyres. Bit of a wear on the edge. The tyre fitter is aware. He's going to turn them round. No takings on the wheel nuts. We look round here, come under here, the dreaded pin. So as we can see, the pin's in, it's all connected. No one's played with my truck overnight. I'm looking at my curtain. I'm checking my marker lights. Older trailer, so they don't indicate or flash with the indicator. So I'm now going to check my back light. And brake light, good. So we've got all our lights working on there. Checking here, it's loose. I'm forever looking. Curtain's still intact. So I'm looking at my tyres on my trailer, making sure I've got a minimum of 1 mil, not 1.6, because that's for a car. 1 mil of tread over 3/4 of the breadth for the tyre, the full circumference. We're looking there, we're looking at any wheel nuts. Rust ain't going to show on there because they're that old, which is an old trailer. She's a tail lift trailer. We had a bit of tail lift work. So now let's move to the back of the vehicle. And we're checking, so we've got our, fog, brake, got our tail lights all in that, good. Marker lights at the top, as you can see there as well. Number plate still in situ. Just checking the ramp's still up, so it's not going to fall on the floor. So again, this side, marker light, checking my TED depth and that. I'm a bit low on air. I haven't started her up yet this morning, but we're a bit low on air. But yeah, we're all looking good. Again, marker lights, everything. That light's working. Now, if I had more than one pallet on, I would then go check my security on my load and everything, but I know full well that it's going to be fine. So, now, someone was asking me about, stop that from beeping, someone was asking me about the lines that we have on our trucks in Europe compared to North America. So I'm just going to pop you down here. Now, if I had a production company, I'd have multiple cameras set up and everything, but I'm not. I'm just one man with 2 GoPros. So we're going to climb up here, and I'm going to pop you on so you can see what I'm doing, like the other week. I'm just going to tell you about each. You're going to sit there. I'm putting you on my ADR box. It's a bit wonky, that, isn't it? There we go. Let's get you. That's it. Right, so I'm going to go through each one of these lines for the benefit of our American friends. Now, let's take these out. Okay, so in America, they only have 3 lines. So they have this emergency or air, which is what we call the emergency, the red in Europe. That's always given a constant feed of air to the trailer, keeping the air brakes topped up, the handbrake off, so the spring tension brake stays off, doesn't come on. That's your most important airline. Your second airline, this is your service brake. Now on a Scania like this isn't always under pressure until you press the brake pedal. When you press the brake pedal, this fills with air, shoots air in, does air related things on the brakes. Now this one, the multi-plug one, we call this the ABS lead. Now this basically is the bit that talks from the tractor unit to the trailer. So the computers on the tractor unit and the computer on the trailer communicate with each other like this. So this controls all the safety systems on the lorry, on the trailer. So the ABS, the ABS systems, the brain ECU, it tells the lorry how much air's in the trailer. The trailer then calls from air from the tractor unit, etc, etc, etc. So this is your communication line between the tractor unit and the trailer. And I'm sure some of you have probably got a more technical description, but basically that's your communication between the tractor unit and the trailer and does all your safety systems. Now we have two light ones. This one does the indicators, tail light and brake lights and reverse or fog lights I believe. So that's what this one does. It's a standard 7-pin, and obviously that goes in there. Now this can have additional features programmed into it, but I believe this one carries the reversing lights at the moment, but you can have additional work lights, beacons, other stuff wired into this one. So this one is not really a spare, but it has other uses that can be wired into it, so it isn't just for that. So it can have, like, if you've got flashing yellow lights on the back of your trailer or whatnot, and there's going to be people shouting at me going, well, that's not exactly what it does, but that's the rough thing. So that's why we have 5 connections. Some lorries do have other connections, depending if the trailer's specialist on other stuff and it's a specialist tractor unit and things. Most common connection you'll find is an additional one of these that carries a camera signal for a reversing camera that's quite often on the back of some trailers, reversing sensors, all sorts. So I hope that helps my American friends of why we have so many lines, but that is basically it. I know in America you literally just have a big one, an electrical line, and your 2 airlines. We have a bit more in Europe. I don't know why, whether it's a safety thing or whether your multi-plug carries everything. It could be different, but that's why. So I hope that helps you, fella who asked the question over in America. I've got to try and get back down from here so I don't break my bloody neck. Anyway, I hope you all had an amazing weekend. We did. Me and the wife, we went to Nottingham with some friends. Yeah, had a very heavy Saturday night. Went in a pub called the Trip Inn. It's the oldest inn in England. I think it was England. I don't want to say the world, because there's going to be someone out there who no, there's such and such arms in Outer Mongolia or somewhere like that, you know. But certainly England. Just put my legs out, get my gloves off. Problem is my ring catches on my gloves. Let's move inside the lorry. Keys are always a good idea. 3 points of contact, health and safety. Yeah. Oh, fuel receipt. Let's move that out of the way. Right. So while we're on our walk round check, and I've dropped my boot. I've dropped my frickin' boot. The joy of leaving your boots on the step to put your trainers on. Let's go and get it. It's all an adventure on a Monday morning. Start again. Right. As I was saying, before I threw my boot on the floor, put the keys in. I've got no air in this truck at the moment, I don't believe, because my seat's not moving up and down, so she's low on air. I couldn't hear an air leak, but never say never. I'm going to flick the ignition on, and you're going to see what I can see. Yeah, she's low on air, so let's fire her up. The annoying bong of no air. At least it ain't the da-da-ding of a daff. Oh, that was my alarm. I'm actually up before my alarm. So let's drop you down. So there's my air gauges. As you can see, they're now building up. I've got air tank 1, tank 2, tank 3, which is a parking brake. So that's your braking system. And they will all gradually go up. Now on idle, they're supposed to fill up, I think it's about 90 seconds, or is it 90 seconds on a fast idle? Some of you intelligent people will be able to tell me that. 100% AdBlue, 80% on my fuel. So that's it. So it's saying it's full of air. I can tell you now, it's not full of air. It's just got up enough to turn the bells off. So we're going to wait. Now it's in PSI. We don't have it in pounds. Well, it is pounds per square inch. We don't have it in bar. I think the French do bar, or the Europeans, but we do it in old school. So that's pretty much my dash. 8 o'clock. Oh, time to put my taco in. So shall we put my taco in? And I forgot to put it in for my walk round check. So let's put it in. Rested till now, no. Add a manual entry because I forgot to put it in. Oh, hang on, no, 7, no, not midnight, 7, and let's go the other way. 7:50. We rested till then. Now we're going to put other work on because we was doing other work. We was doing our walk round check, even if it was technically in my own time, but we're showing that because I'm going to use that as my walk round check. So that's my tachograph in for your North Americans. So we're now fully on air. So we're going to level off the suspension. There we go. Now let's complete a walk round check. We'll have a rock of the steering. I don't know why I'm doing this. Everyone knows how to do it. Horn works. Windscreen wiper, wash wipe. Wash wipes in. There we go. And other things you check, but as I say, that's pretty much it. So yeah, so now we're ready to rock and roll. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you on the holder over there, and I'll talk to you some more, because today we're heading to Tankersley, so we're going over to Woodhead. Do you really want to see another montage of the Woodhead? Not really, no, I didn't think you would. So we're going over to Woodhead Pass, we're into Tankersley, we're dropping this one pallet off, and then we're reloading there because we've got a drop in Brighton. When we get to Brighton, we say we got a drop in Brighton at 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm assuming it's a Waitrose, being as the time. Then Tuesday morning we've got a drop in Fareham near Portsmouth. So yes, a few different drops this week, hopefully, so a bit of different content rather than me just waffling on. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. Let's get this show on the road, and I'll speak to you all in a little while. Right, me again. Tell you what, we're going to run down a few of the comments, and we'll do it in the beginning of the video because you get bored and then you click off and you miss it. So, Bournemouth delivery. No, you don't want to be doing that. Right, let's have a look at the comments. We've got some wonderful comments on here. Matthew Gravy, 3911. Great video again, Alan. Yeah, Angry Dave is funny and good to watch. He is. He's entertaining. I'm sure he's a lot more entertaining than me. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. This is a reply to the breakfast, lunch and dinner thing. Malcolm Webb, 2500. Hello, mate. How you doing? Breakfast, lunch and tea, or tea, high tea, and then dinner, then supper. Wow, you eat a lot. Not saying you eat a lot, but you eat a lot. Or you have a lot of food, or you don't have a lot. I don't know. But I'm not saying that you eat a lot, but you know, you have a lot of meals in the day scheduled. That's what I'm saying. Katie Mace, 8864. We're in Darlington, County Durham. Hubby and I say breakfast, dinner, tea. Breakfast, dinner, tea. That's like that lot. What's that band called? The Lancashire hot pots. Yeah, they sing about breakfast, dinner and tea. I know you're in County Durham. Right, I'm not saying that, but yeah. Breakfast, dinner, tea, it must be a northern thing. Jason Russell, another quality vid. Dying to get my Class 1 C+E, have my rigid, would love to drive a Scania. Respect, Scania are the best in my book. Although, give me a Volvo, I might be swayed, I might have to look. Sorry, love, but it's true. Mainly a coach driver, but started on truck job in 2 weeks, loading and unloading materials at building sites. Get a decent pair of boots. Get a decent pair of boots. You are going to get muddy. Curtain sider, so not too messy. You've never been on a building site. When they first start, they're the messiest places going. Optimus Shepherd. Oh yeah, this is the guy that was asking me about the lines. Man, what's with all these extra lines? In an American accent. In North America, we just have 2 airlines and 1 electrical. I'm assuming he's in America. He could be in Canada. He hasn't said Canada. He's just put North America. So, if you're Canadian, I'm sorry for insulting you. If you're American and I've called you Canadian, I'm sorry. You know, I do apologise. But that's why I did the thing on the lines, because the gentleman asked there. So, yeah, that's it for the comments. I mean, it's the video's only been out 24 hours. So, I mean, I'll get hundreds of comments, I reckon. No, I don't normally. No, you're right. You know, I'm not the exciting lorry driver that shouts at everyone and screams at the top of my voice, and you know. But I am me. I'm only sharing what I do. I'm just doing my vlog. I enjoy it, and it helps keep me sane. So, right, I'll tell you what. Now we've answered that, and I've done it at the beginning of the video because obviously halfway through you've all clicked off and gone and left me, because you know, who wants to listen to my dulcet tones droning on. So, right, I'm going to get some... Have I got any water in the fridge? Oh, I have. Well, hey, water. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. And the other week when I ended up in the hospital, I had what was called renal colic. Well, suspected renal colic. Which is basically stones in the urine area. And they recommend I drink cranberry juice. And I must admit, not a massive fan of cranberry juice, but since I've been drinking it, I don't think I've had any problems. Now let me just top this up. I like to set my stall out before I get going. I'm not even going to bother setting my sat nav this morning. There's no point, I know where it is. Good thing about most modern sat navs, and if you're coming into the trucking industry, buy a good one. You've got the argument, Garmin and TomTom, etc., but buy a good one. I'm not going to recommend anyone. I use a TomTom. It's a 6250. It's actually a discontinued one now. They don't make it anymore. The main reason I keep it is because it does the traffic, and that's the main reason I use it. In fact, the Woodhead Pass was shut last night for an accident, so go to my places. And the good thing is, if you go to places regularly, you can save them as points of interest. I mean, you'd end up with 1 million points of interest if you did everything, but the main customers, clients that we work for, I tend to save them in regular delivery points. Finding fastest truck route. Do you know, I am so unprepared this morning. 6.5 minute delay. It'll be at the end of the M67. Where is it? I'm so unprepared. There it is. Right. My forward facing camera that I use, which is another GoPro Hero 12. I've got a nice little remote for it. Right, sync it up, and then what I do, I just put my remote round here. Now I don't get accused of people saying, "Oh, use your mobile phone." Talking to mobile phones, I've got to do my walk round check app. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get off because I am literally just waffling on now, and you've had me for about 15 minutes, so you're all probably bored and falling asleep in your cornflakes. So I will catch you all in a little while. Hey guys, just a quick update. I've just in got to be more services. I've stopped to use the facilities, shower and everything. Going to make my way down towards Brighton. I will be stopping somewhere before Brighton to sit and wait. My delivery is booked at 8:30, and I'm going to Waitrose, right in the city centre. And the only way I can get an articulated lorry into it, so well, they must get deliveries. Yeah, all their deliveries are done on 18-ton rear steers. So the only way I can get to it, where's our friends from the enforcement authorities here, is by going for a bus gate. So we've had permission from the company we're delivering for, and they are going to pay any fines or invoices that I receive from Brighton Council to maintain the delivery. So we're going to have to go through the front door. Now, we're booked at 8:30. The store shuts at 10, so I'm hoping we're going to be allowed to offload it. Otherwise, there might be a problem. Hopefully not, but there might be a problem. So it's just a little update on what I'm getting up to today. Just thought you'd like to know. The next update, well, I'll speak to you when I'm coming into Brighton, because I'm going into Brighton for about 8:30. So the wife will be certainly in bed, and all my colleagues will be virtually, well, they certainly all will be parked up and done for the day, as I'm on lates again. Who knows? It's certainly busy in the services. Friends from the DVSA. Who knows? Anyway, it's enough of being distracted. Oh dear. So I will speak to you all when I get closer to Brighton, and hopefully I'll remember to put my microphone on, because I did about a 1 minute little chat and then realised I hadn't put the microphone on like a plonker. It's trying to remember everything, isn't it? It's trying to. Coming into Brighton, it's 24 minutes past 8 in the evening, and we are getting ready to do our battle with the streets of the Victorian city of Brighton. I'm quite apprehensive about this delivery, to be honest, purely from the fact of where it is. Now, I'm not going to bore you too much and talk to you all the way through it. Come on, mate, you do your spinnies. But it's not an easy place to navigate. Now, where I'm actually doing my delivery is in a bus lane. So, because I can't get into the delivery point of the Waitrose, I'm going to have to try and do it through the front door. Now, we are booked 8:30. I am probably 12 minutes away-ish. So I will be a couple late. I've done that for a reason. I'm hoping the team is going to be there, so I can offload and go. If I've got to wait for the team, I've then got problems. Now, according to the internet, the store shuts at 10. Hoping, due to the refurbishment, they've been closing it at 8 o'clock. It's quite rare that we are booked before the store closes. But 8:30 is a bit of a strange time, I would say. But we are booked at that time, so that is just after that is when I'm going to arrive. It's not the widest of streets, so I'm hoping not to cause too much problems. I probably will. I am going to be blocking quite a major road. Now, getting out is going to be even more fun, because I've got to get round all the buses and everything like that. Brighton as a city, I do believe the Green Party are the controlling factor, and they are very, very for public transport, green agenda, cycling, that kind of rhetoric. So I'm going to, I've planned a route on Google. I've had a look on Google Maps. It is 30 along here, isn't it? Yeah. To the best that probably suits my vehicle. I am quite apprehensive, to be honest. I am quite apprehensive. But unfortunately, sometimes we need to do these things to get the job done. And obviously, costs accordingly are dealt with by the office. If you've never been to Brighton, I know some of you don't watch in the UK, but Brighton is a very beautiful place. I do believe it was the first city by the sea. I think that's one of their claim to fames. And there's some absolutely beautiful buildings in Brighton, being as it was built by the Victorians, who, in my eyes, built the best stuff. Absolutely built the best stuff from our industrial era. There's a lot of cyclists as well. Did she think I was a bus then? She got rather excited. Yeah, so I am hoping and praying all is going to go well. I will leave you with the front view camera, and you can kind of watch where I'm going and what I'm doing. I know you can't see me because it's dark, so I'm mainly doing this for the voiceover, just to talk to you. So with that, I'm going to stop waffling, and I'm going to leave you with the front view. I am on Brighton seafront. We just passed the pier, which isn't lit up, which is shocking, really. I could do without you at the moment, Martin. Right, so the Grove, that's the one I want, isn't it? Yes. Right, so I'm looking for a place called the Grove, a road called the Grove. Interestingly, this hotel just coming up on the right, the old ship, Queen Victoria used to stay in there. And there's underground tunnels that would take them down to the beach. I'm going off on a tangent because I'm trying to relax myself a little bit because I am very apprehensive about this delivery. Well, rumour has it someone called Paganini wrote some music in there. I don't know if you've heard him. Some famous writer. I have actually stayed in that hotel a few times. Brighton itself is a lovely city. It really is a nice city. I'm glad you're hanging back from me here, pal, because I'm not very confident about driving along here. Now, I have got Google Maps in play. This is wanting me to go up another street, this street here, which I don't want to do because I'm not sure of the turn at the top. Brilliant. So what am I after? Grove. Oh, I don't get nervous on many jobs, but when I'm in a place with some very small streets where it could go wrong quickly, I do get a bit nervous. Is that the Grand? I don't know if that's the one that Margaret Thatcher got blown up in, or where they tried to blow Margaret Thatcher back up in the day. I think my sat-nav's picked the right road. See, it's why I don't rely on satellite navigations, because it can go very wrong very quickly in a place like this, especially one as Brighton that was built by the Victorians, who really didn't have articulated lorries in mind when they built it. I'm just crawling along here at 20 mile an hour. I do believe speed's 30 actually. There's an absence of signs and only street lights, and there's no traffic calming measures, so it probably is 30, but I'm not gonna... Yeah, Grand Avenue, is that the one? Yes, that's the one that I need to be turning up. Grand Avenue, and the sat-nav's telling me to turn up Grand Avenue as well. This is where it's going to become awkward. You never know, I might get lucky. It might be a timed bus gate. Yeah, see, I didn't want to be dragging a lorry out there. I'm hoping. Grand Avenue looks like a nice wide road. So we're turning right here. Oh yeah, nice and wide. Is that a statue of Queen Victoria? I believe it is. Our second longest reigning monarch. Our longest was the former Queen Elizabeth. God rest her soul. Well, I'm sorry if you are not quite enjoying this as much as you could do, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, trying to show you it can be difficult sometimes doing this job. Right, now I am turning right here, which is correct. That's going to be a fairly tight turn. Oh yeah, loads of them. Glad I haven't got the Moffat on. Could do without that vehicle being parked on the corner, but it's a bit of a hard right turn. Yeah, we're round. Oh no, loads of room. He's in a loading bay. Right. This is further up here when I end up going through a bus-controlled road, a bus lane. It looks like they've got loads of camera enforcement signs up, so they obviously enforce stuff by camera. Oh, glad I didn't go up that road. You never know, I could be getting all apprehensive and nervous and that. You know, with it being quiet on a Monday night, I'm hoping it's quiet. It might not be so bad. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. And I'm sorry if this turns out to be a very long video. I might chop part 2 from, you know, do a part 2 at another time. Because I've got a feeling Mondays is going to be quite long. Okay, right. So that's Tesco's Express. I did look at that Nord yet. Sainsbury's. I'm looking for Waitrose. I know where it is. I've got it pinpointed. The getting out bit's going to be fun because I'm going to have to drive through a load more bus gates. I'm just hoping none of them have got barriers on, because then I've got real problems. Okay, so just like London, we just perform a U-turn in the middle of the road. That poor moped rider certainly had a shock. The co-op. It's like driving through London. This lot's at 20 mile an hour. To be fair, it's not bad. Big cities should have, really. There's a lot of pedestrians and that around. It's just a pain. Right, so at these traffic lights, I've got to go straight ahead, and Waitrose is on my left, and I will be in the bus lane, as you can see from the signs. Now there is a bit of a loading bay up here. Right, so this is it. This is where my boss is now going to pay some money. And we are... so they've had delivery to the front already. I'm going to put my hazard lights on. Hopefully we can get everything off. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave you lot, and I'll get back to you with some details about what is going on. Right, update. All I'm going to say is, well, that was exciting, but I'm out of here. Wow, that was, yeah, that was interesting. I've still got my indicator on. Right, I need to find a way out of here now. And I'm in a bus lane. Riding through a bus lane. Not sure where I'm going. Mackie D's. Whew, what's time? An hour I was there, an hour. Now the problem is a lot of these little streets I ain't getting a wagon down. So I think I'm just going to blow straight through the centre of the city of Brighton and see where I'm going. Oh, well, that says 8 AM to 8 PM. Oh, okay. So I'm not breaking the law now then. That's handy to know. Timed bus gate. I'm hoping to go to Chichester if I've got enough time, because I've got an hour and 6 minutes and it shouldn't be too far from here. I can't turn right. So, is that a time bus gate? Oh well. Just go down it, sod it. Whew, good old ITAB. Well, see, there's vans and things like that here, and cars, so it can't be wholly for buses. Well, it probably is. Now, hopefully I can get out at the bottom. No, it's a bus route. Is that Wetherspoons? Distracted. Oliver Bonus. Scampin' Dude. There's some weird names of Flying Tiger. That's a roundabout. I'm guessing them taxis are all parked up in the loading bay. We'll just blitz it straight across. Sod it. There we go. Right, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge or Brighton. So there you go. Good morning, Tuesday morning. I am here at Chichester. If you see from the front camera, there's the Chichester signal box that controls the railway line. And we're on our way to Fareham, which is, if you don't know, right near Portsmouth. One of the homes of the British Royal Navy. That's one of the dockyards where we keep the interesting ships. I know the 2 aircraft carriers go in there. They had, I believe, they had to dredge it out to get them in, because they're some of the biggest aircraft carriers that we've operated as a nation. So we're going there. We're going to a place called T Quality, and I have got it's basically lard, beef dripping, fat, stuff that goes in fryers for fish and chips, but not oil. As you see last night was interesting. I dread to think the fine my boss is going to get, but hey, we done the job. We got it done, which was all good. There were 3 Arctics sat outside on that road at one point last night, and the local constabulary turned up. I'm like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? But we can't get around here, and they're having a store refurb. Yeah, it wasn't great. And the policeman was basically saying it's too busy, and we do have the power to move you on if need be. I've only got 2 pallets. I'm off. So yeah, we caused a bit of chaos on that road last night between us. And I don't know what I'm doing afterwards, but once I ring up, I will basically find out what I'm doing. I dare say I'll just be heading north and going back towards the yard, I would have said. I don't know, they might have got me a reload out of that Tabs Logistics that we do quite a lot. I'll keep you informed. I'm sorry if the video just suddenly cut off from last night abruptly, but I was trying to get myself out of Brighton and trying to avoid all the bus gates that I could. But yeah, and then my satellite navigation was playing silly beggars. Takes your chances, you gotta go. And then to top it all off, when I got to the A27, I'd shut the sit road, so I had to go the wrong way for about 2.5 miles and then turn around and come back. Which was a bit of a bummer. But unfortunately, that's the joys of travelling on the UK's road networks at night. They tend to close a lot of stuff. Anyway, it's enough of me waffling. So I'll keep you updated all through Tuesday today. I dare say it won't be anywhere near as long as Monday's part, but you never know. Hey, welcome back. As you can see, just on the Fareham Industrial Park. And where we're going is actually an old fort. Kind of police garage. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. We'll see it in a minute. We'll just see it on the sign there as we're going through. I'm booked in for 9:30. I'm going to get there about 9:50. They're usually not too well. In fact, they're never strict on booking times here. To be honest, I've never had a problem. Never had a problem. But it's an old military fort, and they've kind of converted it into a bit of a business park. Wallington Fort. What it's called. Yeah, people walking to work right on a bend as well. Yeah, oh my God. I've never seen people walking up here. Problem is there's a Veolia recycling place. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's a Veolia recycling place up here. And you do get the recycling lorries. There's no footpath, but they should really be walking on the other side of the road into the oncoming traffic, because they hadn't, well, they didn't hear it, but they didn't have no idea I were coming up. The girls did, but the gents didn't. But yeah, if ever you walk on a road like this, you should be walking into the traffic so you can see it coming. There's a lorry in. Here we are. You can see the old walls of the old fort and that. I don't know the history of the fort. All I know is it's an old fort. Fort Wellington. There we go. There we go. That's it. Where I'm going is just on the right. Oh God, there's lorries everywhere. It's not usually this busy. Right, I'm going to go and let them know I'm here, but obviously they're tipping another lorry, so I'll be having to reverse in. I'll get back to you all in a little while. Hiya folks, update. So I'm sat here in Southampton. Actually, I'm not actually in Southampton, I'm on the outskirts. I'll tell you exactly where I am. Where am I? Marchwood. I'm at a port, smaller port at Marchwood. I'm loading up at a place called Tabs Logistics. We do work for them. Quite often we get our backloads out of here. They're generally easy backloads, 1, 2, 3, or like last week, like 5 drops. So I'm just waiting, really. Got held up this morning at Fareham there in the old fort. Literally as I turned up, they just reversed the other lorry in that was collecting barrels of used fat and oil that goes for recycling. So I had to sit and wait for that. So by the time I got out there, I was just over 2 hours there waiting to tip. I've made my way down to here. There's 2 lorries in front of me waiting to load. So I went in. Oh yeah, we'll only be half hour. Yeah, that were 28 minutes ago. So, and the other lorry they haven't even loaded. There's a lorry in front of me at the moment. He's not gone in to get loaded. So, going to be a bit more than 30 minutes. But I always love the optimism of these places. Yeah, you'll only be half hour. No, we won't. We're going to be longer than that. Anyway. That's that. That's the update. So we've got 2 drops on this one around Leicester area, Derbyshire. That'll be delivered tomorrow morning. Now, I mean, it's currently 1 o'clock. So I'm going to be another. Oh, the other lorry. Ah, right. Okay. So the other lorry's just pulling out. So it's taken half hour for that one. Half hour. So I'll probably be about another 30 minutes, I reckon. What are we sat here? Been getting some lovely comments. Let's have a look. You have different apps for YouTube. You have YouTube Studio and you have YouTube. So let's click on comments. Hi Alan, just watched your vlog. Our hometown is Darlington. Just wanted to say that hubby and I are loving the videos. Katie Macy, thank you very much. It means a lot that you are enjoying it. Next time I'm in Darlow, if I do a short about Darlow, yeah, well you probably know where I park. Chester Street. Is it Chester Street or Chestnut Street? Anyway, it's in the town. Dave M, the trucker. Good morning, Alan. First time in here. You came as a recommended channel from YouTube. Oh, okay. I must be doing something right for the algorithm. Enjoyed the VT, the vlog. Keep up the great work. I'm a Class 2 driver myself. Well, when come back into it from Notts. Looking to try and get my Class 1, but don't have any funds. The funds are saying no. Can I put a suggestion to shrink your face cam a little, as it pretty much dominates the screen and you can't see much on the left when you're big. Ah, right. Yeah. Green Mingo, by the way. Yeah, I was just having that great work. Do you attend any of the truck shows at all, such as Truckfest? No, I don't, to be honest. I don't tend to go to any of the truck shows. Not because I dislike them. Our company really just don't do it. And I don't really go, to be honest. I do enjoy my job, don't get me wrong, but being away all week, I'd rather spend the time with my family. and that's pretty much it. I'd like to spend the time with my wife and my children. So I am threatening to do Truckfest next year at Lincoln, the old Peterborough one. So keep you posted there. Yeah, green means go, by the way. Yeah, you're right. That was funny. Shrink your face cam a little. Okay, yeah. I use a program called CapCut to edit my videos, and I just whack it in. I really ought to do a watch through, really. I don't know. Nicola Willis, great video. Oh, okay, thank you. Great video again. So yeah, some lovely. Oh, what's this one? Pickering to Whitby on the old steam train. Great memories. Enjoy your break time together, family times, etc. Bro. Thank you very much, Tony Brown. The rest, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, thank you very much. Loving the comments, folks. You're really egging me on. I will take that into consideration. I'll shrink down the face cam because obviously it does dominate the left-hand corner of the screen, and you might want to look over there. Obviously, you don't want to look at me, so yeah, all right, okay, I'm getting it. You know, ugly muggins here. There once was an ugly duckling. Yeah, well, I didn't grow into a swan. I'm sorry, but no, I don't take offence to it. You knew me. I am such a biggest sarcastic wind-up merchant going, which does rub people up the wrong way sometimes. We're moving down. We're getting there. I am now. Well, once that lorry's done, I'm now next in line. So it'll soon be my turn. Anyway, that was just a quick update. So I'll speak to you all when I get on the road. I'll not put my big face in the corner, or try not to. And I'll speak to you all in a little while. Hi guys, how you doing? Little update. I'm parked up. I am in Loughborough. I managed to get my first drop off at Crowfoot Carriers. Big shout out to them guys. Well done. Thank you for your help. I phoned them up at 2:30, so look, I'll be with you at 5:30. Oh yeah, the warehouse lads are here till 6, which was great. Got caught in a little bit of traffic, so when I come off the M69 at Hinckley, I thought I'd just give him a courtesy ring. Look, I'm just coming off the 69. Oh, we stopped taking in at 5. I went, oh, you're kidding. He went, no, why? I said, well, whoever I spoke to earlier said you were here till 6. As long as I was here by about 5:30, 20 to 6, it'd be fine. All right, mate, keep coming. So got there and had me tip before 6. Absolutely excellent. 2 lads straight on it. 22 single stack pallets, which is fine. I need to trim my goatee a bit because it's tickling the bottom of my nose at the moment. So I've only got 1 pallet to deliver tomorrow. Literally 1 pallet to a place up at Ilkeston. Furnace Road. Then I'm straight back to the yard. I'm going to try and get that. I don't need to start too early. I mean, it's 8 o'clock, so I'm going to start. Just check that. Yeah, I'm going to start. If anyone was wondering, I was just checking my tachograph. Start about 6 in the morning. I don't need to be up and on too early, which is great. Oh, pardon me. I really need to get myself focused before I start doing pieces to camera. But ho-hum, it's raw footage. It's me. Absolutely loving the interaction, guys, with the comments. It was quite good actually reading them while sitting there waiting to get loaded. Some good ones there. Absolutely brilliant. I do like that. Now, here's the decision. Is this the end of part 1? Or is Wednesday morning going to be in part 1? I think a suspicion this is going to be the end of part 1. So if you do like it and you want to watch more, please like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell notification button. I really do appreciate those that are doing, those that are commenting. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. As I say, I'm thoroughly enjoying the interaction. Obviously, I can't always get back to you straight away because I am driving. But yeah, some good comments on there. So thank you everyone for watching. Absolutely well appreciated. Like I say, is this the end of part 1? Or will Wednesday be in part 1? Or will Wednesday be in part 2? You'll find out in a minute. In about 2 seconds. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Be safe. And I'll speak to you all